What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic, giving our final thoughts on Matthysse versus Kiram and the main event, Jorge Linares versus Augusta, Mercito Gesta out of the Philippines, southpaw. Tell me we heard that before. Filipino southpaw, trained by Freddie Roach. Manny Pacquiao, which we got a video about Manny Pacquiao coming up. Once again, we back, getting ready for my mom's birthday dinner. You know, it's the big day for her, man. Gonna go ahead and celebrate, but gonna rock out with at least one more boxing video after this. And but all guys may weight. I think Matthysse landed at 147, pounds solid. Kiram just under 147 pounds at 146, I think, and a quarter or something like that. Jorge Linares landed on the lightweight limit of 135, and Gesta just under 135. I think this is not a star-studded card as far as a name versus name, but I think this is going to be an action-packed card. I broke down film on all of these guys, and I think this is going to be an action-packed card. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a night of knockouts. I'll link both of my prediction videos to the description. And if you can't watch the full prediction video or don't want to watch it on YouTube, each prediction has a podcast link in the description. I didn't do a podcast for Matthysse Kiram, but Jorge Linares, Mercito, Gesta has one as well. You go to the podcast and you go listen to that. But it's going to be a solid fight. Solid fights that night. I think Morningside is going to be very entertaining. I believe I see 2 stoppages, but we don't know what to get with Kiram. On the big stage, he might show up and show out. He's from Thailand. He's the number 1 guy. He's the number 1 for rank for the regular WBA title. Matthysse is ranked number 2, so he's done something right to get here. This is the co-main, Matthysse and Kiram. People have been waiting for Matthysse to get a world title for quite some time. I don't consider the regular WBA a world title. I look at it as a WBC diamond belt, an interim title type-ish belt. But the Super WBA is a real championship belt. But if you want to call yourself a world champion, for winning this belt, him and Kiram, they got the right too. Because most people in boxing consider this championship belt. I don't. But at the end of the day, Matthysse could have been world champion versus Lamont Peterson. If you don't know that story, he fought Peterson like 141 because he didn't want to lose his ranking as being Danny Garcia's mandatory. So he fought Peterson at 141, and he believed that if he won the IBF belt, which we know alphabet sanctioned belt bodies, alphabet belts don't rank other champions, so he chose to give up the title belt. He felt he was going to beat Danny Garcia. He lost. He took a gamble. He lost on it. Rather than trusting Danny Garcia, would just fight him and try to be unified and basically be undisputed champion by fighting Matthysse. He didn't trust that process. He gambled and he lost and then become a world champion, which he should have just got the belt. And he believed the hype that Danny was scared of him. He went into the ring figuring Danny was soft and delicate, and that wasn't the case. He was Philly tough. And but we'll see here. Kiram looks like he got a little size. He looked a little bigger than Matthysse on film, so he might rehydrate some. The WBA doesn't have rehydration rule like the IBF. So we'll see. I think that's going to be a very, very fun fight. I think Linares and Gesta is going to be a good fight as well. Gesta tries. He's very reckless. He's very offensive. He don't have no defense, so he gonna be running into shots all day or trying to, make his hands run into Linares' face. And how skilled Linares is, I expect Linares to run him into some shots and knock him out and hurt him at some point in this fight. But don't be fooled, Gesta got some explosive, legs and hands and power, and he can move a little bit. And we can see what, Freddie Roach is molding him into now taking this big fight. Last time he was on the big stage, he lost to Miguel Vasquez, which is no shame in that. Vasquez walked him into shots all night. Linares is a skilled fighter. He's not as long as Vasquez, but he's very skilled. And he might have a tad bit more power than Vasquez and probably a little bit more speed as well. So I'll be looking at Linares to really make a statement and, get ready for Mikey Garcia. Now, he has came up short in fights that could transition into big fights. He could have really fought Broner at a time where I heard Broner worked him in the gym by Peter Quillen, and that's in the gym. That don't mean nothing. So, but he lost to John Molina. And then John Molina ended up knocking out. He lost to Antonio DeMarco. Then DeMarco ended up knocking John Molina out, getting a Broner fight. And that easily could have been Jorge Linares' fight versus Broner. And it could have been his defining fight. He hasn't had a huge win over anybody of prominence yet. So that's why it's so important for him to get past Gesta and get that huge win over Lomachenko or when he fights Ray Bell trying to get that belt, or Mikey Garcia to really cement him as a legend or legendary-ish at 135 pounds. But now looking at it, you know, Golden Boy is on the short end of the stick, in my opinion, because, you know, after Showtime unveiled that card and they coming up with this card, it kind of makes it look kind of fluke and generic. But I'm trying to tell you, this is going to be a good action-packed card. HBO is known for putting on brawls, and we might have a few ballroom brawls here tonight. I think Linares can get drug into a brawl too, because Mercito Gesta, no mercy. It's very, very reckless in there, and he land and he punches with bad intention as well, and that's what makes him so fun to fight. So this is a solid card by Golden Boy and by HBO in my opinion. I think it's gonna be more than solid. I think it's gonna raise some eyebrows in my opinion. TBC, we gone.